Please, you see, she's afraid of the truth.
Do you feel offended?
The truth is, this is a young woman who is confused to think that she's
Pastor,
a boy.
why don't you sound sympathetic to a man who seems to be going through a transition of sorts?
What is their name in Uganda? Like this one, she says she's intersex. What is that in Uganda? Mukazi Musajja, because for me as a pastor, I also know that people are oppressed by demons. A demon comes and sits on them. Muzimu kujja ne gubambala ne gumugamba nti kati gwe omukazi oli musajja oba gwe omusajja oli mukazi. Kati ono waliwo omuzimu ogujja ne gumutuulako ne gumugamba nti oli muki oli musajja. We have these issues, and if I can get a chance to put on Zima, I will.
Oh, sorry, we lost you along the way. On Zima, I realize you're offended by the pastor's statement, and it's not the first time that he's making such reactions to your cause. Do you really feel your cause is necessary in the world?
It's absolutely necessary, and there are allegations that the pastor is making. That's why I was saying I do not want to go into that because he's already misled so many people, and I'm a bit disappointed that he came onto this show. But also for the sake of debate, maybe it gives me an opportunity to put something right, and that's the mix, the misinformation about sexual violence and sexual orientation. Sodomy, they keep saying sodomy, sodomy, sodomy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sodomy is one of the contents, or is one of, yes, it's one of the contents of homosexuality.
Sodomy, as it is normally a description of sexual violence, canon knowledge of same-sex people, or canon knowledge. In most cases, it's anal sex that is referred to. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And I told you earlier, there are people who do not even practice. They're homosexual, they have a different sexual orientation to the one that is popularly promoted, and not everyone practices this. And the whole promotion of this propaganda of
how do you feel when two men go to bed and start romancing? How do you feel?
That is none of my business. What they do in their privacy is none of my business. What I do is respect people as they are. And I'm even respectful enough to try and create awareness about this confusion that the pastor is making about sexual violence and sexual orientation. He's talking about people who have diapers and so on. Mm. There's so many people who have practiced and they are not. And I'm really disheartened that the pastor keeps parading around people's children, claiming they have been sexually violated by homosexuals. There's this whole notion that homosexuals are pedophiles, they are sexual predators and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what experience has revealed.
No. There are so many heterosexual people who abuse heterosexual people who, there's so many reports of defilement, some in our neighborhood that do not make it to the papers. Why I feel this is a propaganda?
Are you morally right?
Just listen to me. I need to put this correct. There's a lot of molestation of girls and boys, yes. And we have an act that protects or can be used to prosecute such people. And just for the pastor and his clique or his group to try and focus that the boy child is more violated than the girl child, for me, I think But is it justifiable for someone to sodomize someone's daughter or someone's son? No, absolutely no. That is what I'm telling you. Defilement, rape, any form of sexual exploitation or violence is absolutely unacceptable.
Do you agree that
I don't care if it's male to male, female to female, male to female, or female to male. As long as it is violence against somebody,
Now, Pepe,
it is strictly
do you
unacceptable.
agree that to some people, this gay orientation is a disorder? And they need correction?
Thank you. That is what people think because the public has been misinformed about who we are. If you take time and actually spend time with a gay person, you realize that all these things that you think about gay people are not true. They are not true. And the people who are trying to, who are constantly promoting these anti-gay sentiments within Ugandans are doing that because they do not want you to talk to us. They do not want you to have this kind of dialogue. They do not want you to know that we actually make good friends, that we're actually good children of our parents. They do not want you to see that part.
Do you feel normal?
I am absolutely normal. I am absolutely normal. I smile, I laugh, I fall sick, I get well, I seek
You exercise conjugal rights, do you?
I told you earlier on, I am not. But I do. I have, and I will when I choose to, yes.
How will you do it?
What do you mean, how will I do it?
Because nature cannot allow you.
What do you mean nature cannot allow me? I am attracted to someone sexually. That is nature allowing me.
Why do you recruit young boys and girls into this gay activism?
There is no such thing as recruitment of young people or adults or anything like that. What is recruitment, first of all? When you ask me about recruitment, what do you mean by recruitment?
I mean, trying to put them into your system, teaching them what to do, how to go about it.
We do not do that. And actually, what has been happening is since these allegations of recruitment have been coming out, there's so many people who have been, contacting us, seeking help. We've saved lots of people.
Before we proceed, let's take another caller from, rather, Pastor Sempa is back online for just a couple of minutes.
Simon.
For just a couple of minutes,
Simon.
Hello, Pastor. Yes, you're back. But Pastor, could you kindly be sympathetic towards?
I don't need Sempa's sympathy. I don't.
Sympathy for this girl who's confusing us. Ono muwala abuzabuza ffe. Okusooka njagala okubuulira abantu bonna abawuliriza mu zabwereere okuva e Bulaaya ayinako ofiisi ke wano ku Crescent Tower. Owulira balina ssente empya n'enkadde basiiba mu pate batula ku kompyuta ne baba traininga kati atambulansi yonna bamuwa midaali lwakola ki kulya bisiyaga. Singa omubuuza nti olina ku musiri gw'olima olina ku bufumbo bw'okola bali awo ku ntino intersex. Ekyokubiri abantu bano babuzaabuza ono omusajja Chris Mubiru alidde ebisiyaga n'atwonoonera eggwanga ono mwana yandize n'atwetondera nti banange mutusonyiwe muffe makkati tuyimisege tuli abaana ebisiyaga tubawa ssente ne tubavuga empanka kati ono alina ssente empya n'enkadde owulira ambuladde bamuwa visa za bwereere abazungu bamugamba oli wakabi azze okubeera agent y'okubuzaabuza abaana baffe naye nze ekinnuma baana bali mu boarding schools kati bano babasindikira ne babawa zi magazini ne babawa ebirala tulina abaana be tulina beeteeka bibiriŋŋanya emabega beeteeka koti mu bitundu byabwe ebyekyama ne bayulika ono tabikubuulira nze kankubuulira ebyama by'abasiya bagenda ne beekomba emabega ne beekomba bbi ekintu ekyo kirungi abasiyazi kasite batandika okwevuga obulwadde siriimu obutambula olwo omusajja Chris Mubiru oyo omuwala bannange yandibadde afukamira erenya n'okwenenya nze musabira busabizi nti gwe onzima Juli Pepe simanyi dajja bakuzaala owulira kubanga singa obadde mu kika kyaffe twandikuŋŋaanye okusooka ne tukugoba ekisooka ekyokubiri twandibadde tutandika okukugobamu emizimu weetaaga residential camp ey'okumukubamu emizimu ekyokusatu twanditandise okukebera ssente zonna ezo zaalina azijjawa mulabe mbadde ku Facebook ye onagenze simanyi wa Clinton unakwata amabere g'ebifaananyi simanyi alingeza langi unage tatereera bali South Africa bali eri mu bupatepate n'alyoka bakuŋŋaanya abaana baffe kubayingiza mu bisiyaga olwo Chris Mubiri lwaki yali akwata zi vidiyo bakwata vidiyo bange evidence eri abasponsa baabwe ti mu butuufu bali ebisiyaga abayo omwana bw'omukebera emimwa mikalu owulira lwaki yeekomberera kwekomberera kuba talina kasoro